So, growing up, my parents always told me that I need to eat my vegetables, especially peas. Now, I'm sure this happened to many of you as well. Raise your hand if your parents made sure that you ate your vegetables as a child. Exactly. So, why vegetables? Because they're good for you and they have a long-term benefit. And I didn't realize this until my mom told me when I asked her. Just like these peas had a long-term benefit on my life, I believe community service serves as a catalyst for the lives and well-being of young people. So you might be asking why peas? Honestly, because I absolutely hate them. And as I may have guessed, all of you might absolutely hate getting up at 6 in the morning and going and volunteering at a homeless shelter. Or getting out in 30-degree weather and going to clean the streets off. But I do know that my parents were right. Those peas did benefit my life. And that's why I believe each college student should be required to have 100 hours of community service before they graduate, in order for them to gain the benefit too. I've been doing community service a lot in my lifetime, serving many organizations such as the Muscular Dystrophy Association and the American Red Cross. And I've seen firsthand the benefit and the impact that can be put on the lives of those being affected and those volunteering. And that's why today I propose to you 3 yummy peas that could occur if we require all community service hours for college students of 100 to be required. The first P I want to talk about today is positive impact. If you require community service, you will see a positive impact in the community. People may think because you're making students do this that it won't help anything, but come on, there is still a great need in this community. This can't magically happen. You need people to volunteer, and unfortunately, the number of people willing to help is slowly decreasing. In volunteering in the U.S., an article published in 2014 by the Department of Labor for the United States said that the volunteer rate is 25.4%. That's the lowest the volunteer rate has ever been since administered in 2002. That's why I think having 100 hours of community service for all of you will help increase that number of volunteers in the nation. Let's take Missouri State, for example. In an article published on the Missouri State website in 2014, estimated the population to be around 20,000 people. Multiply that 20,000 people by 100 hours of community service. That's 2 million hours of community service dedicated to positively impacting our community. How many mouths can be fed, families helped, lives changed, with 2 million hours of community service being performed right here in our own community in Springfield, Missouri? In Education Institutions, 2013, published by the National Center of Education Statistics, it was said that there are 7,021 post-secondary Title IV universities in this nation. Now I know every school doesn't have the same population as Missouri State University, but that doesn't matter. If all of us universities team up together around this nation to positively impact people and change lives, that's a lot of students helping a lot of people. You, me, them, we can change lives together. Even organizations in our own community know they can't do what they do without us. For example, on the Springfield, Missouri Walk to End Alzheimer's website, posted in 2014, it was stated that Sigma Kappa, sorority on campus, was the top donor to this cause, raising over $11,000. Nate Reed, the director of the walk, came and talked at the Sigma Kappa meeting on Sunday, November 9th. He said, without those volunteers, without the money they raised, the event would not have been as successful as it was. There are sororities and fraternities and student organization students all over campus making a difference. You can see how heartfelt he was. He really genuinely appreciated all the volunteers and everything that they did. Our community is already relying on us to help them out. So, with requiring students to have 100 hours of community service, that ensures that as long as Missouri State University stays here in Springfield, students will be standing there right next to Missouri State, reaching out and making a difference in our community. I believe that self-satisfaction is important and students can reach this by positively impacting others and volunteering. The last P I want to talk to you about today is perspective. I believe students, when completing community service, gain a new perspective on the entire world that they could not gain otherwise. I was a camp counselor for kids with muscular dystrophy in the summer, and it changed my life completely in the way I look at things when I left that camp. I appreciated small tasks such as eating, brushing my teeth, rolling over in the middle of night, walking, and even breathing. College students are a lot of times never exposed to things besides what they grew up with and who they grew up around? College is all about experiencing new things, right? Well, why not start by experiencing, helping others, and gaining a new perspective on the way other people live in this world? Also, community service gives people the perspective of working towards a common goal with a common group of people. Brianna Alexander, who serves on the Michigan Community Service Commission Board, posted in 2014 that until she served with a group of people standing right next to her, she did not understand the benefit that she would have as an individual. I believe that students will understand the efforts that they can have as an individual and apply this to school and apply this to life. I also believe that community service brings other skills to the table. Unfortunately, we all have to grow up one day, I'm sorry, we can't stay in college forever. We're going to have families of our own and jobs of our own. I think that all of us, myself included, will appreciate having learned how to time manage and how to strive for a long-term goal that would have been achieved when having those community service hours in college. Students should be required to have 100 hours of community service so that they can reap the 3 benefits that came with the P's. Imagine college students all around the nation gaining the benefits of serving others, just like I gained the benefits and the health benefits of eating peas as a kid. Working around the nation to positively impact others and gaining a new perspective and experiencing personal growth. That is the community service P's. Those are the community service P's, and they're so easily accessible. All we need is a requirement of 100 hours of community service for each student to graduate. Let's start here, right now. Go volunteer in this community. Make a difference. Go back home over break. Volunteer. Make a difference. Let's start the trend at Missouri State by having our students become selfless, self-motivated individuals. Thank you.